Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Mysteries of Azeroth, Turtle WoW, and our High Elf Mage leveling campaign. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and choosing to join me here. I really do appreciate it, and I hope everybody is doing well. Last we left off... Ooh, it's untracking our quest every time we log in. Boop, there we go. Last we left off, we were almost finished with a feast for the poor. We also have to head out to the Isle of Eternal Autumn, which sounds really interesting. Apparently they had tried to plant a world tree there maybe a long time ago. Like, I'm assuming back when they were still basically night elves. So yeah, it rendered the land just stuck between life and death basically. So that's going to be a cool place to see. Looking forward to that. We also have Fellstrider Retreat, which I kind of forgot where this one was. Find proof of the Blood Elf plot in Fellstrider Retreat. Fellstrider Retreat... probably this area back here that we haven't uncovered yet. But that looks like an orange quest, so maybe not something that we have to rush off to. So if you missed the end of the last episode, we do have a bit more bag space now. We had a green bag in our bags probably the entire episode. And then I bought a brown bag from the vendor, so now we have quite a bit more inventory space. That's going to be really important because now we can stay out in the field quite a bit longer. We were constantly having to go back in vendor or having to deal with a full inventory, so those problems should be alleviated a little bit more now. Before we get too much into things here, let's go ahead and make some conjured food and some conjured water. And we also learned arcane missiles, so I'm going to try this out. I read that they had kind of fixed some of the specs, so I asked you guys in a prior episode if you had experience with Turtle WoW, how much the classes have been tweaked and changed. And the answer seems to be that some classes have received some tweaks and changes. So it seems like it's going to depend on spec and depend on class, like how much has changed. But we might have some interesting things waiting for us that we're not familiar with from regular vanilla. And one of those things somebody said was that Arcane is actually in pretty good shape. So I might be checking out Arcane. Once we open up the talent trees, we will have a look, we'll read through the talents, and we'll see if maybe Arcane could be a fun or viable spec to try out. Typically with a leveling mage, you would go Frost. So it would be interesting if we can do something slightly different than what we would normally do in vanilla era.
I need to get closer.
And we should probably try out arcane missiles and see exactly how much damage it can do. That was pretty good. Pretty significant. I felt like maybe it was a big chunk of mana. How much mana? 85 mana. As opposed to Fireball, which is 45 mana. So it's almost double the mana. But if all three ticks go off successfully, that was a big chunk of damage. Let's play with that a little bit more. We'll do Frostbolt to slow them down. And Arcane Missiles. Feels pretty good. Alright, that actually completes the quest that we were working on. We did aggro this mana worm though.
Listening.
Alright, so now what do we want to do? We can go to the Autumn Isle, which is right over here, or we can go investigate this area. Or we have this area back here. We also don't know what's back this way. I think for now we have 2 quests taking us to the Autumn Isle. So let's go do that. I would really love to see it during the day. So much of the time I have to play is at night server time. I'm gonna start making a more concerted effort to get on here early in the morning, possibly before my stream, and playing then, just so we have the opportunity to see these places in the day and the night. Usually I have the other problem. Usually my problem is I never get to see zones in the evening time, but with Turtle WoW, because of the server time being 5 hours ahead, I'm having trouble seeing the zones in the daytime. Looks like we have quite a few murlocs here. You would think... It almost feels like there have to be quests somewhere that I don't have, because like where's the quest for the murlocs? Where's the quest for the Naga? If you guys know some of these answers, please go ahead and let me know. I will happily accept spoilers if the spoiler is not story related, if the spoiler is just the location of a quest that I would otherwise not have. That was one of the original reasons I started using Questy in vanilla, or in classic vanilla, was that I just needed to find the locations of more quests. Because I'm bad at just not finding them. These guys have a poisonous stab, 5 nature damage every 3 seconds. Time between attacks increased by 10%, movement speed reduced by 10%. That's a nasty poison. We got a scroll of spirit, we might as well go ahead and use that now. So I think we're looking for a primal heart off of any of the treants here, and then we're also looking for a fox. Even at night, this looks like a really cool area. I can't wait to see it during the day. I really love how the darkness actually feels dark. That has been the cool thing about being able to play in the nighttime on server time. Oh man, we got highborn soul wraiths here. We've got other stuff going on in this place. I wonder if I just really need to look around the main city more. Every time I take a walk around the main city, I find quests. Oh look, there's a quest right here. Because we've got these dryads out here hanging out. Very cool. Sisters of Autumn. New growth. Some time ago, my sisters and I felt a disturbance from across the sea, and so some of us left our starlit home to investigate. Our search led us here to what we call the Sleeping Tree. While it's not quite what the Quel'Dorei had hoped for, it's still quite lovely, isn't it? To help guard the tree, we used its seeds to grow ancient protectors. Alas, the tree's creation was flawed. So too was its offspring. The ancients are steadfast, true companions that walk the ages with us, but it was not to be so with these autumn ancients. They only lived a few mere thousand years before withering and returning to the earth. However, recently, I've noticed some new saplings have sprouted from the resting places of these ancients. This gives me hope. Would you be good enough to search for these saplings and retrieve a few acorns for me? Perhaps then... Alright, 3 autumn ancient acorns. Oh, we have no music here though? Well, that's kind of sad. So I'm assuming that the acorns are going to be pickups off the ground.
Need a target.
Pretty sure we just looted another bag. We did. Oh, look at that. Of course, now that I bought this brown bag, I wouldn't be surprised if yet another bag drops, but this is great. We found 3 out of the 4 bags completely randomly, so I like the variation of colors. Very cool. Oh, I see a fox back here that we need. Ah, there's the primal heart we needed. So now we're just after the fox, and then we need to figure out what's going on with the acorns. Kind of thought they'd be like in the shade of trees.
I need to get closer.
And there's the fox fur. That was actually pretty easy. We've still got these highborn spirits that we don't have a quest for. Let's give a look around the island. I noticed there's some kind of building back over here to the west, and I definitely want to investigate that. Ah, here's a quest over this way. Oh, this is a warden. Warden Sira, Moon Warden. All along the far stride. Must every land and shore be infested by these ridiculous abominations? There has not been one task, not one task without having to stare upon their filth. These dreaded murlocs are never a good sign. For where there are murlocs, soon the Naga will follow. Rid the Farstride of their filth and return to me. For I have better suited tasks for you, Elune be praised. I can no longer endure the sight of them. Slay the murlocs along the Farstride. How many, I wonder? And Restless Autumn. There is something that does not allow the spirits of the fallen to rest in these forests. I have my concerns, and I truly do not wish for them to be true. Before that, as I am not to leave my station here, I will ask you to bring peace to these restless souls. Be not afraid, for they can be slain. And if by any chance they resemble someone you know, look away. It is wrong for them to be here, and they must return to the cradle of the world beyond. Okay, how many of each? Looks like 10 of the wraiths, and then we have a named wraith we're going after. And then we need 8 netters and 8 coast runners for the murlocs. Alright, perfect. Let's see what's going on in the building here. There's really nothing going on. We have one NPC here. This is actually a night elf? I think? Not entirely sure.
I'm out of range.
Aha, here are the acorns, and it looks like they're just like anywhere we see these formations of old ancients who have fallen and been basically consumed by the ground.
Closer.
We have some kind of radio button here. Everlook Broadcasting Company. What is this? Maybe I should kill this enemy before I investigate.
That's still recharging.
Alright, what do we have here? You are now tuned into Broadcasting Tower Annex 78. Okay. Nice. This is nice for when there's no music playing. Although I think now I'm looping both tracks. Oh, maybe that's the track. We'll let this roll for a bit.
It's too far away.
Ah, here's the name guy. Alright, that's 10 out of 10 for the Highborn Soul Wraiths. We killed the named guy. Now let's head over to the coast. We need Murlocs. Well, where are the Murlocs? I guess maybe the Murlocs are just down here in this other area. For some reason I thought we'd find some up here, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, like maybe she was talking about these Murlocs.
Hey, Zappo here, spinning a yarn about my trip to Wailing Caverns. Thought I'd offer a guided tour.
It's a literal radio station.
Ideas. The deviate pythons thought my hat was a tasty appetizer. It took a Tauren druid to shoo him away. Note to self, next time bring a bigger hat.
Wow, it's got a DJ. Well, that's fun. Look at them having fun. We're not going to listen to this all the time. It's a nice option when we get into little areas that don't seem to have their own music. So I'm really happy that it exists. At least we're at a point now where we can handle a 2-pull. Granted, it leaves us completely out of mana and almost out of HP, but we can handle it now, so that's good. Once we get Frost Nova, we'll be in even better shape as far as handling multiples. Oh, you know what we do have that I could be using if I was really like a good WoW player? I would simply be polymorphing one of these guys. That would probably make our life a little bit easier. Let's try to do that going forward. Will there be social aggro here? I hope not, because I don't think this is his pet. I think it's just like a random enemy. So I'm hoping no social aggro. I was also not hoping for a resist, but that's what happened. We bit off a little bit more than we could chew here, I think. So there was definitely social aggro. Here's hoping there is a graveyard somewhere on this island, because we are toast. Yeah. Oh no. I guess, like, I get it. Like, I understand. It's supposed to be, you know, Turtle WoW. It's supposed to be vanilla, but, you know, possibly slower. So, like, I kind of get it. Part of me just wishes they had put one more graveyard somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, one, like, there would realistically, let's be, like, realistic within the confines of the world. There would realistically be a cemetery somewhere by the city, right? That's just, you know, even if that was the only cemetery, that would at least be, like, kind of equidistant to things. But yeah, I would love for there to be, like, one more cemetery somewhere here. Because the run is a long one. We can think about what we've done wrong and how we got here, but one more cemetery, be okay. It's really hard to imagine trying to do like a hardcore run here. If we ever do a hardcore run, it's gonna have to be on like a priest or a paladin. Something with a little bit more survivability and some heals. Some defensive cooldowns. We still pulled 2 here. Felt like we were only going to get the 1, but they must have called for help, or maybe like the connector between them is maybe their connection is quite far. They could have been like a couple mobs that were chained together. Like maybe no matter what, maybe they both would have pulled. Are we going to die again? Yeah, like it's likely. We might be able to out-heal the poison. Yeah, we are going to out-heal the poison, but it's close. They do have social aggro with the crabs. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. That is very bad for us. Oh, we're dead again. Oh my gosh, we are dying so much, guys. I don't know if like on a paladin maybe it would be a little better. Oh, I hate dying so much though. It's really irksome. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of dying this much. I like the one time we tested it, they didn't seem to have any social aggro with the crabs, and that time there was definitely social aggro. The good news is, it's like a very tiny silver lining. We're starting to get linen cloth. So, like, that's good. You know, maybe eventually we can even work on our tailoring.
I'm out of range.
That's a good time to level. Level 9, very nice. Pretty sure these two are going to be linked together. Maybe not. He's getting quite far away. Let's try it just getting the one. Let's see, we did okay there. I think had we tagged him when they were a bit closer, we would have got both of them. So that's 8 out of 8 for the Coast Runners. We're looking for Netters now, which are the white ones. These guys here. There's a boat over here. A sailboat. Not really sure where that's going. It's going around the island, it looks like. Could be heading towards Alathalas, actually. There are docks there that I believe are going to take us to Darkshore eventually.
Justice shall be swift. I am the law.
The House of Theron. You found a signet with initials on it amongst the ashes of one of the spirits? How interesting. Theron. I seem to remember this name from somewhere, but I am not quite sure. It was one of the council members. I believe his name was Lorthamar Theron. Perhaps this holds some emotional value or a family history. Not for us to judge, but you could seek him and return it. You might get a reward. Oh, the DJ.
Let the hunt begin.
Very funny. Alright, what else? Naga all along. While you were away, my suspicions have been validated. There is a sundered ruin nearby where the Naga seem to be conducting a ritual. This not only disrupts the peace of these lands, but may lead to far graver consequences. Before you journey into the ruins to confront their leaders, you must be prepared. The Naga are formidable underwater foes, and you'll need a means to survive beneath the surface. I carry water-breathing potions, but their efficacy has been compromised due to the particular aura of this isle. I possess some knowledge of alchemy and can rectify the issue, but I require Naga scales to do so. Bring them to me and I shall provide you with these potions. However, exercise caution and avoid delving too deeply into the waters. Well, that's nice. I hope none of this music gets me in trouble on YouTube. I don't think that it will, but we're gonna find out. It'd be nice to be able to turn this on sometimes. Well, maybe not stuff with lyrics. Oh man, I like the musical stuff, but the stuff with lyrics is it's interesting. But I think I'll leave it off if they're doing lyrical stuff. Okay, so we are going after Naga. 9 Naga scales. Again, though, the Naga, where are the Naga going to be? You know, we found Naga over here. We could cross over, and if we could fight the Naga down that way, that's probably what we're looking at. Running right through the middle of these ruins is probably not a great idea, unless we want to die again. We'll cross over all the way to the other side, that way some music should kick on. Oh my gosh, we aggroed one of these little lobsters again, I think. Why are the lobsters socially aggroing with everything? Oh yeah, we're gonna die here again, I think. The only way we live is if, No, we don't live here. There's no way to live here. Like, the only way we live is if we somehow get away from this crab while he's still polymorphed and he somehow drops aggro. Yeah, other than that, we definitely take another loss here. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can get somewhere relatively safe. Alright, he did finally leash. I feel like these mobs have a longer leash than what we're used to also. The other pain is going to be, like, if we're fighting in the water, we're not going to be able to eat and drink. We need to be able to clear a little section of the beach over here. That would be ideal. This person's about to get themselves killed. Oh, they're level 10 and they're a priest, I think, so maybe they make it. Maybe they're okay. Still feel like they're going to run out of mana. Yeah, they're dead. They got netted too late to run. Way too late to run. If I jump in there and try to help, I'm probably going to get myself killed. I hope they're not doing hardcore. Oh, maybe they'll live. I think once their mana runs out, that's going to be it. I could have helped. Yeah, they only have 2 of them on them. I probably could have helped. There we go. We did a useful thing. I'm sorry, I could have acted sooner. We don't seem to be able to swim upwards. Like, I can do it with the mouse, but I can't seem to do it with the space button. That's why all the weird movement. I am going to have to clear, like, an area on the beach for myself if I want to have anywhere to eat and drink. That's going to be essential.
Target something.
Alright, we could probably clean up this ad if we get a little distance before the sheep pops. I don't think I want to try to work inland here. I mean, I'm going to have to clear a bunch of stuff to have this guy out in the open. If I pull him here, he's going to aggro at least these 2 Murlocs. Other than that, I'm going to have to clear straight up the middle here. If these all have social aggro, like, there's no way we're okay. And I'm starting to get the feeling that everything has social aggro with everything else. Which is not how the actual game works, but it seems to be how this works. And everything's in really close proximity anyway. Like, maybe I'm going to be better off hunting for the guys that are deeper, or just kind of like hanging out waiting for respawns. We need 2 more. Yeah, we should be good just hanging out waiting for respawns, it looks like. This is not safe. This is how you die of drowning. Like, this is not safe. This is way too deep to be safe. We know for sure he's gonna net us. Yeah, if we go right up out of here, we might be okay. This person over here looks like they are AFK. They are AFK being killed by a crab. Shouldn't go AFK. Good way to come back dead.
My prey is near.
Leaders of the Reef Scale. Some of the Naga have the ability to call upon the tides, submerging entire regions. If they're performing such a ritual, our fate may be sealed. I implore you to steel your resolve and ready your sea legs, for you are the one destined to thwart their plans. The Naga function under a strict hierarchy. If you can eliminate their leaders, their forces will scatter and retreat to the depths of Najatar. Ensure the demise of their commanders, but it won't hurt to dispatch a few of their sunderers as well, just for the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it. Okay, okay. We get a robe upgrade there, some stamina in, a robe with some stats on it. Oh, that would be really nice. I didn't expect that.
Let the hunt.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. I want to check this island out during the daytime a little bit as well. So I'm going to take a break right here for now. And we will pick things up right here next time. We're going to go after the Naga leaders. And then we have a couple of other loose ends. We got the Fox Fur to deliver back in the city. House of Theron, we got to go talk to Lorthamar. And then we have... I thought we had one more thing. Yeah, here we go. Fellstrider Retreat. We eventually have to find Fellstrider Retreat, which is probably going to be over this way, but it could always be over here as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this journey. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.